Greetings and salutations, Geo Nerds. I'm out on the track today with John from Gel Builder, and we're going to look for an aircraft that crashed here 81 years ago. And I'm not going to focus too much on the people, although 9 people died here. We have to treat this site with some respect, so I won't be showing you the exact location. However, this aircraft type was a disaster. It should never have been in the air that day. And what was a simple situation turned into a catastrophic situation for these people. We'll go into that and we'll see who's responsible, and it's not who you think. So there's a little bit of geography, quite a bit of me walking through the bush with John and whatever, so hang in there. I think you'll be surprised. Well, folks, today we're dealing with the DH-86 Express, the actual aircraft, the crash aircraft outside Archerfield. Just going to reconstruct the flight for you. You can see what happened here. So we're at Archerfield. This is the airfield they took off from. They would have climbed pretty rapidly to altitude. It was a rainy, overcast day. Instrument flying in 1942 was okay, but not what it is today. But very soon after takeoff, they would have seen this, and then they would have seen this. So I'm going to turn that off so that you can see where they're going. They're heading out over. They turned here, and they went down towards what is now the Tingalpa Reservoir, unfortunately. It wasn't then, and something really bad happened to their aeroplane. And they ended up somewhere down here, disappointingly, and not there, but somewhere down there. And it didn't end well. Obviously, they were all killed. Bodies were all in the wreckage. You also think of the poor people that found this. 100 people were searching for this for quite a while. The Burbank Forest was not what it is today. It was a very rough place. And here it is. This aircraft was made out of mainly wood. There were metal parts on it, obviously, but mainly wood, so it just disintegrated. It went in like a lawn dart, almost vertically. It didn't even break any trees off. So we've got a map here of when it left Archerfield. You can see the flight path there curving around, and just as it crossed what is now Cleveland Road, the fin came off. Here are our people. I'm going to read these guys out. We've got Mr. Claude Seacombe from Longwich and his wife Georgina. Goodbye, whole family. John Stewart. Robert Reed, not the actor guy, John Anderson, Flight Lieutenant Philip James, and this guy, Herbie Hughes, who's an American, and they all passed away. And they were the passengers, and the captain was Charles Cecil, and the pilot was Lindsay Stewart. So, they were both, Lindsay Stewart was Kingsford Smith's cousin. So, and they were very experienced pilots. Don't anyway tell you the pilots did anything wrong here. Something bad happened, and it just got worse. So I've overlaid this onto a modern map of the Mount Gravatt-Capalaba Road to give you an idea of where this was. Here's an aerial photograph of the area. It's a beautiful koala reserve in there. I strongly suggest go and have a walk, see if you can find this. I'm not going to tell you exactly where it is because that's a bad thing. A bit of a 3D fly through here. I'll show you the crash site. There you go. There it is. It's mixed in with quite a few trees. Good luck. Once they build a memorial, I'm sure it'll be more accessible to people. But if you want to go and find it, I can't stop you. There's a LiDAR for you to give you a hand. It's a hole in there. There is a crater there, and there is a mark from the wing. There is a lot of stuff on Channel 7. The guy who found this was only a few months ago, so it's still pretty warm in the world. So here is our aircraft at Archerfield, I might add. Just sitting there out on the Archerfield, wasn't all tarmac in those days. Here's the Qantas aircraft hangar at Archerfield, where these aircraft came in from de Havilland to. And these things were absolute shitboxes. They fell out of the sky all over the world. This is the cockpit. Now, that's a fairly rudimentary instrument cockpit, I'll tell you. There's no turn and slip indicator there, and these things would spin. And I suspect that's what happened. This is what the passengers saw from the inside. Beautiful little aircraft cockpit of its day. Now, this thing had problems, stability problems. The flight testing program took 2 weeks. They designed this thing in 4 months. It's a disgrace. So here's the engineering diagrams. We'll just zoom in because one of the major problems, or had other problems, was this structure here. The known in aviation as the empennage, the back section. It was way too weak. And the rudder post, which the fin is actually connected to, broke and fell off more than once. This is an aircraft up that crashed in Longreach, killed everyone on board. The fin's no longer connected to the aeroplane. It's flapping around in the breeze. You know, these guys had real problems. And here's a close-up of it. The fin is the bit lying facing you. That's supposed to be facing forward. And it's just not connected to the aeroplane anymore. Did it happen in the crash or in flight? It happened in flight. You know it did. This is another one that crashed in Western Australia. What's missing? The whole empennage. That's the toughest bit of the aeroplane. Gone, broken off. Stalled, probably tried to recover it, ripped it off. Who's responsible? This guy. Let me tell you, he designed this aeroplane. He designed a lot of other aeroplanes and some very good aeroplanes. He invented differential ailerons. Aviation guys will tell you, he invented this piece of sex on wings. Just look at this damn thing. And this was a great aeroplane, but look at the tailplane. Looks very similar, doesn't it? He went on then to invent this, which of course is the de Havilland Express. He went on to then design an aircraft called the Albatross. Beautiful looking aeroplane. I've never heard much about it, good or bad. I don't think they built very many. He then went on to design a thing called the Airspeed Ambassador, which was a really good aeroplane, but of course turboprops wiped it out. It was just not efficient. So here he is now. Around the world, the British dropped probably 10 or 12 of these aeroplanes. We dropped 4 of them, and they're all fatalities. Here's the man. Put his name on it. 4 months to design it. Undercooked engineering. All right, Personitis. Now, how'd they fix it? The DH-86B. You notice the tailplane on this is different. It's got winglets on the tips. They've strengthened the wings because this thing also used to twist its wings and cause it to spin. And this one also has those tailplanes on it. And it went on. It went on and flew for many, many years without any further problem. Undercooked engineering is what it was. Okay, looks like they want us to go that way. We're going that way.
Yeah, this was some coast. I think T-Rox is onto something here. He can smell it. There's a bit of a faint trail that we're sort of following down here. Yeah, it's on Gaia as well.
That's a pretty good truck here.
Yeah, this is just like a big
we got a
multi-way intersection right here.
I think that goes to the pie shop.
We'll grab a pie.
Oh, someone's left us a cookie.
Yeah, I was just having a look at that.
It's a piece of someone's finger.
Let's hope not.
Got it caught in the spokes.
Oh, it's one of these happy faces. Oh gosh. Harvey Bay Rocks. There you go. Yeah, good on then.
Well done, man.
All right, and here we are. We're talking about this divot. This is it. This would be that divot. This is like a, don't know if it's a water course There's just like this hole in the ground here. Yeah, you're right. It would be a bit more to the left, but there's something here.
Well folks, we're back at the car. We found the plane. I found the pilot's logbook. I'll have it on the YouTube tonight. And if you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you. See you later. Well, there you go folks. They're going to build a memorial to that plane around here somewhere very soon, and when I get information I will certainly let you know. I'll put some links down below to the guy who found this. Did a great job, Wimmer. And also to some other sites about this particular thing with more details on the crew, etc. So, yeah, John and I have been out here, well, I've been out here for about 9 hours. John's been out here for quite a while as well. It's a beautiful part of the world, this Burbank Koala Reserve. Never used to be called Burbank or Belmont, it was called Upper Tingalpa. There you go. Anyway, we'll leave that to walk about with Rob. He does a much better job of that stuff than I do. There is some geology here, but it didn't fit into this video. I might come back. I think we'll walk up Mount Petrie. Looks like a great, there's some really nice geology changes up there we'll have a look at. Anyway, thanks to all the new subscribers. I really do appreciate you. And new videos underway as I speak. So you know what I'm going to say. Keep rocking. T-Rocks out.
Better tune in next week to the show, because if you don't, I'll come round to your house and I'll rip your bloody ass.